Just a couple of days ago, you see his starting allotment. Greg, what are we looking for early? Massive loss for the Pistons without Blake Griffin.
Keep Giannis out of the paint. Don't allow him to get out in transition, and that starts with you really operating offensively well. And how about that play right off the bat, Middleton to Lopez.
Screen from Andre, inside of the big man. Scooping a score off the square.
Improved every year as a scorer as well, and a terrific defender for this Pistons team.
Here's Antetokounmpo putting it down, and he's headed back to the free throw line.
Hopes, though, is that you can get some confidence for some of these young guys who haven't had the opportunity to perform in the postseason.
Lopez dialing up from deep. This is Reggie Jackson. That's a three-pointer. No Griffin. They're going to need a lot from Jackson tonight, and until Griffin's able to come back. And Antetokounmpo is putting it on the Pistons.
Attacking the middle of the defense, and Sterling Brown is really feeling comfortable knocking down that shot.
Drummond can't score at the rim. Rebound Lopez. Pass ahead, Giannis.
Good as they've been offensively, it's been what they've been able to do defensively that's allowed them to kind of blow this thing open here early on. A struggle, and it does. The other thing it allows you to do as an organization, nice pass there from Middleton to get Connaughton for the layup.
Taking Drummond away from the paint, something that the Pistons coaches will try to combat in the series. Here's Connaughton again, and he's headed to the free throw line.
0 for 2 on threes.
Range game, and that's really the weakness of this Pistons team. And Dwayne Casey talked about it in our pregame meeting as Lopez knocks down another triple here. They just continue to pile it on here in this first quarter. Stage of his career, he's a perfect piece of the puzzle is Drummond there with the steal.
Drummond to the rack, can't put it down, and it is stuck back by Robinson. Still out with that left knee injury.
Remember, this is a Bucks team there, and that's a nice find by Brown getting a cutting.
Here he comes again, full head of steam. Connaughton from deep. Splash! Into the corner to Galloway. Intended pass for Pachulia, broken up by Sterling Brown. Antetokounmpo! Violent finish! Greg, they finally missed.
Yeah, that was a really good rebound there, too, by Thornmaker. And gets rewarded on the other end. I thought that speed of Ish Smith could make a difference.
It's the team that wins.
Are you impressed by the energy in this building tonight?
Well, Wisconsin fans been waiting too long to have a chance to do well in the playoffs.
Insight from the king, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Mirotic wanted Giannis in the paint. Ball knocked away. Milwaukee leading 47-25.
Nico's got to shoot that. Giannis was expecting the shot, trying to position himself for a rebound.
The three is short. Middleton stops and fires and fills it up. A line drive three just outside the line.
Much of an equal opportunity driver he becomes. Nice fake Bledsoe. Wow.
Beautiful.
That hesitation, that hezzy.
Bothers him in the paint. First time they have kind of thwarted Giannis in the paint in this game. That is Kennard on a deep three. What a start for Mike Budenholzer and his Bucks. Beautiful backdoor cut. Nice defensive recovery by Elias Oban. Ellington, but Kennard starting to heat up.
Talking, 25 points, I think like he had the last time these two teams played, even to have a chance.
Chris Middleton, a deep two.
Did it go back even further than that? His high school days at Power Memorial in New York City.
UCLA.
Absolutely. Giannis Antetokounmpo already a double-double. And the Bucks getting everything they want. 2 quarters complete. Bledsoe on a three-point jack. It's a tough way to start the postseason for Dwayne Casey. Sterling Brown on a three. And Milwaukee picks up right where they left off. Everyone knows the numbers. 70% shooter inside the paint. He's only 29% outside the paint in terms of his field goal percentage. And there he is again.
Because he hadn't had to shoot him. That's probably the first mid-range he's taken this game. He's been able to get wherever he wants, whenever he wants. Is Drummond able to get that jump hook to go?
Certainly had the sense that they were going to need a monster night for him just to have a chance. That hasn't been the case. Middleton. But he had some growing pains early this season. First year in Budenholzer's system.
Yeah, well, and that's what it was. Having to make the adjustment. The game was going to be played differently, but to his credit.
First year in Budenholzer's system.
Yeah, well, and that's what it was. Having to make the adjustment. The game was going to be played differently, but to his credit is Giannis there with an incredible finish. But I do think if this team has a legit chance to win it, he is going to be so vital to their success because of that ability right there.
And Brook Lopez having a good old time. Wayne Ellington around his screen and hits from deep.
This is a Bucks team that has a chance to be special, and I'm not going to sit here and be disingenuous and say that they got a chance in this series.
5 straight threes to begin the third quarter. It has been incredible. Here he comes again.
Oh, goodness.
And the Greek basketball god raining down on the Pistons.
Because he can do so many things physically, he can create passing angles because of his athleticism. And if he starts doing that consistently, KD bar the door. Put a system together that has allowed everybody to really thrive, and the team, more importantly, to thrive.
Kennard just can't get the three off. Nicely done by Ilyasova. This is Galloway with the corner three. 36-point lead here in game one over Detroit. Shorthanded without Blake Griffin.
And you know what's about to happen in 1 minute.
It's a wild scene outside. Didn't put a damper on the excitement level of this fan base.
No.
And the way the Bucks have played.
If I serve for him or the team, because both have been stellar. This is a beautiful facility, one of the nicest in our entire league.
So the Lakers out west. First time we'll see a team from the East, not led by LeBron James, go to the NBA Finals as Sterling Brown hits from deep. Night and then some, but Greg, they have thrown down the gauntlet to the rest of the team, certainly in the East and the entire NBA. That is Connaughton inside.
Hope that Blake is able to come out and give them something.
There's Pachulia on a little floater. Casey's such a respected coach. He's been a very good player for Milwaukee the last couple of years. He saw his role diminished a bit this season with the depth that they have had. There's Luke Kennard again.
Detroit.
He's got 18 points. Dribble drive, beautiful finish to the rack as Tim Frazier. Smith back to Kennard. Trying to shake Connaughton, who was there, and he hits. That's a long two. Had his foot on the line. The officials will actually take a look in terms of what Blake Griffin's status will be here for game 2 on Wednesday night. So this was about as bad a start, nightmare start, as anyone associated with the Pistons could have envisioned.
And I tell you, Budenholzer's trying to get him some minutes just to get the rhythm and the timing back as Frazier's able to get all the way inside.
And it'll be interesting when Brogdon comes back, assuming he is able to come back in the second round. You've got Mirotic, a new piece. Brogdon, they basically haven't played together at all as Brogdon went down a couple of days.
Listen, they've got a roster. I think the one thing that helps, though, is the style that they play. Nice pass there by Ilyasova. It's one about being unselfish, about seeking not a good shot, but the great shot.
Calderon inside. This is Pachulia. Lost it.
When you think about it, you had arguably the greatest player to ever play the game, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the greatest Buck to ever play, put on a terrific performance here in game 1.
And certainly putting, it's not a mirage, this is a team that is for real, and they are a real championship contender. Nicely done by Wilson. Thomas trying to find some daylight. Nice little shifty move down the paint. Able to get around Ilyasova.
Shocking. That Toronto Raptors fan base.
What a job by Steve Clifford. We'll see them on Tuesday night. Frazier putting a perfect exclamation point on this game 1 victory for the Bucks. John Lure bumped.
Yeah.
Listen, over it.
No, I think he's going to be disappointed from the standpoint that maybe he didn't feel like they fought. And, you know, there's an old saying, it actually wasn't that close.